I'd like to welcome each and every individual to Voices of Integrity podcast for the Top Gun Sales Bootcamp training. Let's dive right in. Nora, what you got?
I had 16% yesterday.
All right. Anything else you got?
Um, yeah, I had a question. I don't know how to best word it, I guess. Like, how do you, when you have a client that is thinking of doing something that's maybe not in his best interest, but you don't really know if it is or if it isn't, like, how do you approach it?
Is this the one you and I talked about yesterday?
Yeah.
So what I did is I went ahead and called him and ended up talking to him for 48 minutes.
Okay.
And so I try to put myself in their situation and I try to understand what's going on. And often clients in the servicing, clients will not tell you the full truth because they may feel embarrassed, they may be fearful. There's a whole bunch of feelings they could have, or they may not even know the truth to tell you. There's a term in sales that I don't like, but it's called buyers are liars. And so it's where buyers are going to tell you, well, I can get the price cheaper. I can get this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. They'll divide you like children will divide a mom and dad. And so if you're selling, then when they go into servicing, if you're not the one servicing, they'll say, well, Nora said that this and this was going to happen. And so they'll divide you. They'll divide and conquer. Sneaky little buggers. And so being able to understand that. So what I discerned from that client is they're going to be out doing a whole bunch of things. And so they don't, their brain's going all over the place, like all over the place. And so they need us more than ever. Now, I didn't know that. I think you felt that in my voice, like, okay, I'll nudge a little bit, but I'm not going to push because you know what? Not sure. But afterwards, after talking to him, I'm like I'm confident he needs us big time. What I don't know is I don't know the financial status. And so I'm not sure about that. There might be some pretty high stress in that area. So that I'm not sure about. And so, purity of heart, where probably I'm going to call him, even if he takes a month off of Action Vision coaching, I'll still call him. I'll probably service him more if he's not paying than if he is, because I just have a heart for him. I just like, you know what? I just have a heart for him. So it's not a black and white. It's like what we talked about, was it yesterday, about fuzzy logic? It's intuition. So you look at the data, you look at the intuition, and you come up with something from there. And then you proceed with that, trying to give the client always the benefit of the doubt. Um, but then also making sure the oxygen mask principle, like when you're in an airplane and oxygen issues, drops down, you put it on yourself first, not your child. You put it on yourself first. So that's going to be important. You got to make sure that you care for yourself. You got to consider yourself. You got to consider, Lincoln. You got to consider your team. There's a whole bunch of considerations, and you're balancing all of those things. And it's like, when you guys are struggling with that, why do I enjoy that? Why do I enjoy to see you guys struggle with the tension and the pressure and all of the competing things?
We're trying to make the right decision.
Okay, good. If you're trying to make right decisions, yeah, like if you're not struggling, you're probably not you're probably not making right decisions because there's a lot of competing stuff. Well, good. Why else?
Yeah,
Empathy for you.
What's that, Luke?
Empathy for you.
Wow, I didn't expect that. That's awesome. Yeah. It's like, holy cow, the guy's got a wife, 7 kids, 9 businesses. He's got tons of people. 11 grandkids, another one on the way. Like how does he balance all of this stuff? So empathy, compassion to say, he's got a lot. Like yeah. So it's empathy. Yeah, it's having empathy. Um, do you think you had empathy for Bricio yesterday or his son, Luke?
I think so.
Really? That's fascinating.
Maybe not.
Like, so, do you have any ideas the precedent that you set up for yourself?
Probably not.
No, you don't. So you didn't have any empathy for him. You just didn't. You just didn't. You didn't put yourself in his situation or his son's situation. Like that one's gonna hurt you the rest of your life. That decision you made yesterday is gonna hurt you the rest of your life, and that's a good thing. Questions?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So when you're making a decision like that, what's the you have to put yourself in the son's situation and you have to put yourself in the dad's situation. You have to do that. Did you do that?
Ish, yes.
Really interesting. Okay. Because man, this one's gonna hurt. This one's gonna hurt. This one's gonna hurt like crazy. So when you put yourself in, his situation, what type of ceremony was it?
An award ceremony of some kind.
Okay. Do you know what for?
Not sure.
Okay.
His son won an award of some
Yeah.
kind. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, something. Okay, yeah, got it. So how'd you go ahead and try to have empathy for him and his son?
My thinking about the situation, it's like only
What
once.
situation?
Whereas, or they both, I'm pretty sure they both want, or he wants to be there and his son wants to be there as well.
So what? So Luke's not going to come up with this. I can tell right now he's not going to be able to come up with it. Kenny and Nora, what should have he been thinking of? I'm not.
Oh, maybe all the time that he takes off for his family.
No, something even more important, something more than that. No, but you're getting closer.
If it was Luke,
Well, but what can Luke relate to? Like what would be something that would have probably changed his entire decision-making process? There's a specific event that's
If he didn't
really
make
big.
if he
What's
didn't
that?
make the half marathon.
Oh no, that's not even close. But that's a good thought, self-discipline, but then that impacts you and I don't know, Kenny, I don't know. But no, it's something much, 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 much bigger than that. You know, what's a pretty big event in the Amish?
a wedding or a baptism.
A wedding or a baptism. I was thinking baptism, like wedding or a baptism. So what Luke set himself up for is like, if something's got to get done at work and there's a baptism, Luke, like his sister, like, yep, he'll skip it, or niece or nephew, he'll skip it because you know what? He did it to Bricio. Why didn't you think of that, Luke?
Don't know.
Anybody know?
You didn't think they were similar?
I don't know that he even tried. All he's thinking about is his extra work. He's going to have an extra 4 hours of work. Yeah, but what's 4 hours? It's not that big a deal. I mean, here you got something that the son was expecting the dad to be at. The dad was expecting, like, there was total expectation this was going to happen. Total expectation it was going to happen. I mean, and it didn't happen. You can't ever fix that. Like that's going to be something forever. In both in both the son and the dad and the family. Like you would think, I would think, like I can understand why I was going to say English, but it's not English, it's American. But everything that's not Amish is English. It's like, not really, well, yeah. so, so Americans, I can see why Americans wouldn't understand Latino culture, but I don't understand how the Amish don't understand Latino culture. Like that's a head scratcher. Any ideas why the Amish don't understand the Latino culture? So you guys haven't thought about this,
I don't know, don't they have a hard time understanding anything that's outside their own culture?
right? Right? Like it's all about me. I am the center of the universe. Like it's and I know nobody really, but yeah, yeah, I think it's like, it's like a little 3-year-old girl. It gets all about her, like her whole world, but it's not because little 3-year-old boys and girls, they can be, Grandpa, are you sad? They can be very empathetic, but they can be very selfish and self-centered too. And boy, when their toy gets broke or something's not just the way they want it, man, can they go ahead. So they have, adults have all the bad parts of a 3-year-old, but or weak or whatever. It's not bad as you're 3, for crying out loud. You don't have a brain that gives you the capacity to go ahead and say your toy is not as a big deal as your mom trying to put food on the table. But they're 3. Like we understand, but adults are no better. They're worse. They're worse. What in the world? This goes in a totally different direction, but that's what Top Gun, like Top Gun is, it's it's like, do we care about our clients? Do we care about all of the people around us? Do we, and we think we do, and that's our big fault. We think, like if you were to ask Mark, do you think you're a caring person? I'd say maybe not so much. Maybe not nearly as much as what I should be. Sullivan Miller and JoJo. We had like fascinating conversation yesterday. Oh, Mel from Bluegate, he was there for a little while too. That never had a conversation. That was fascinating. But Alvin's talking about people saying they're sorry. Like he said, I realize people just say, I'm sorry. It's like flipping. It's just, yeah. Kenny, what you got?
So this kind of brings it back to more business, but which I get
Yeah,
it, it's all business, but
yeah,
um we're looking at, well, my question is, special on a certain crew, certain team, specialization versus generalization.
yeah,
Like we're trying to, I know the where we're going to make the money is in specialization, but when another job does come up that doesn't really fit in there, and we haven't
right,
worked without that job, what happens with that job?
right,
If it's also not able to, if we're not able to subcontract that out, because, well, subcontractors are over a year out. So
right. So, do you use the flawless thinking model? Does that help? Um, is that the framework, for thinking more effectively? So, what's the upside of being 3D?
Having options.
Right. Like if Ginger Ann goes down, she's pregnant. Six, like once she was talking to a once she was talking literally. I'm not joking. This is what really happened. I think it's an hour, 2 hours after the birth of one of her children. She's, on the hospital bed, and I think it was Ken Bucci, but it could have been a different client. And she's doing a coaching session an hour or two. Like, I mean, her dad did joke quite a bit about, hey, those Chinese ladies, they know how to do it. They give birth and get back out in that rice field and start producing. Like, it's natural. You're born to give birth. Just get her back out. And I don't know, they were talking. It's like, oh yeah, I had a baby. I didn't even know you were pregnant. Oh yeah. When'd you have the baby? Hour and a half ago. What? But just because six have been like, she's a machine, she's a baby making machine. But just because there's six doesn't mean the seventh is gonna. It doesn't mean that. Yeah, there's history, but hope she doesn't get overconfident. Hope other people don't get overconfident. So she goes down, and then Elaine. What if something happens with her? And then what? And so Nora going in. So in theory, the work that Nora's doing in servicing is taking away from her sales. I mean, normally that's what would happen. You can't be in two places at once, or can you? It's interesting. And so, Kenny, it's a great question, not a black and white question. Um, so 3D, but it costs. Then you don't have the depth of what it is, and so it's fuzzy logic. It's left side, right side of brain. Glad we went over that. You guys will have that one down. It's I have not in 62 years figured out, like, here's the mathematical thing to plug in all of the factors and here's what the answer is.
Gotcha.
So a lot of it's intuition. A lot of it's intuition where you're like, huh. But the key is, I don't know if you guys probably haven't read the emails from this morning. Started at 2, I think it was. And so Kevin, like, and Adam, like, he went ahead and like this is the coolest thing in the world. And so Adam went ahead and, so he's a young guy, not married, no kids. He's gonna make a great husband someday. He's over in Pakistan, and he went ahead and wrote this. Life vision is really important, and I wonder if others live their lives having a vision. Some people, like me, have goals, but not sure about a vision. Moreover, having your own vision as well as thinking about others' vision, that's something's interesting. And I've just seen it in Mark in the past few years when I joined LMI. What have I learned? Having a life vision is a blessing from God that everyone doesn't have. So it's really cool. It's like, dang, that's cool. And so, you know, Adam is Muslim. He's over in Pakistan. He's Muslim. And it's like, huh, that's fascinating. And how to work and flow and each other to grow together. You mean flow connects back into life vision? Fascinating. Creating a system where people can help serve humanity. Wow, that's pretty cool. What action I will take, figuring out life vision, help other people, and figure out how to work with flow. Like, I don't know how old he is. He's 24, 25, something like that. more more care about my passion, vision, and others' vision, so we can be far more successful together. So, in Ford versus Ferrari, um, he taught, Miles, the driver, it's like, and you got to see the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, see the movie for sure. And so his wife and him have chemistry that every woman wants to have with a man and every man wants to have with a woman. The chemistry of those two in that movie, insane. Insane. But when he's driving the car, it's like it's a woman. It's like there's intimacy, there's a bond, it's a tangible, it's like steel and all this other stuff. But he's like, come on, you can do, he's feeling the car. And when I saw that, I'm like, holy cow, that's what I am with people. It's like, come on. Come on, buddy, you can do this. Come on, sweetheart. You got this in you. Like God created you to be amazing. Come on, show us. Come on, buddy. You got this, buddy. And so Tim in the PB church on Sunday, he goes ahead and says he doesn't know if he wants to be healed because he's just going to have more pain, right? So does this all connect back in? Like, like watching this one video. Like I've seen a lot of company vision. You guys have the coolest video I've seen. I mean, it is like for a construction company, what? Like, what? Like, that's just cool. I mean, it could go better, but it's just cool. So it's hard, Kenny. It's just hard. And it's harder if you don't go ahead. And so if you know one another's goals, if you know one another's life, it's easy to judge other people. But if you're doing life together, truly doing life together, you have an appreciation. So you guys probably all know Mark's going through pretty bumpy time. So we're going to give Mark a little bit of room. Like if he overreacts, if we think he overreacts, but Bricio's situation, because I underreacted. So that's on me. Like, I don't know what percentage, but it's more than 1%. It's not 100% mine, but I saw this coming. Man, does that irritate. Man, I'm hurt. When I read that email, like tears just flowed down I just hurt so, I just cried. I'm like, you got to be kidding. Because I saw that. Why didn't I? Like, I thought it was handled, had confidence in the system, trusted the integrity of the system and the people. And now a little boy has a memory that he'll never forget, and a father has a memory he'll never forget because Mark underreacted. And somebody got hurt because of me. Grr. Anything else, Kenny, you got?
No, I got.
Luke, anything you got?
Probably something in decision making.
Right? Like, but Kenny, he's got the same, like, I'm just like, this is like AI. AI is, I'm just telling you, it is so crazy smart. Like, it's just like, how does it do that? And then all of a sudden, boom. It's got no memory. You can't remember anything. Like, how can you be so smart? And it's like, there's this cliff. And it's like, how come people don't think? Especially when things are, it's almost like the visual I get is that you guys are often like, we're in the middle of a war. Bullets are flying, like tanks are coming. It is a war out there. And all of a sudden you guys are just wandering around on the like, oh, there's my boom. Like, I'm just like, can you guys learn? Like, can you guys go ahead? I don't know. Maybe Nora can explain it better someday on one of these. Like, when she takes off, there's more attentiveness. When she lands, there's even more attentiveness. When she's checking the plane, it might be the most attentive that she is. Like, can she go ahead and can she take that experience and take it over into life? So it's not just an airplane, it's not just flying. This is life. And if you don't learn to take those things, people get hurt. Little boys have memories that they'll never forget, their dad being there and that he wasn't. And because the little boy is like the dad, understanding, the dad's understanding, says, hey, I know stuff happens. That hurt me even more. He's not digged, he's just hurt. So he's so understanding, and often the most understanding people, they're the ones that get taken advantage of. That's morally wrong. And the ones that don't have any, like the ones that don't have any understanding, the ones that don't have any consideration, they take advantage of everybody else. And leadership doesn't do anything about it. Leadership just sits there and it's like, "Ugh." Anything else, Luke, you got?
I don't think so.
So, 1 to 10, how much room do I give you, Luke? Like 10 is the most, 1 is not at all.
Now?
No, just in, in
Oh,
6 months. I don't know.
um,
10 is I give you all kinds of room. 1 is I don't give you any room. 1 to 10,
probably like a 7 or an 8.
okay. You think I give you a lot of room?
I think so.
Okay. Kenny, 1 to 10, how much room do you think I give, Luke?
Maybe a 6.
Okay. Nora, 1 to 10, how much room do you think I give Luke?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe 7.
Really?
So quiet.
I know it's so quiet. There's too much silence. So Luke, how much room do you think I give you? How much room do you think I give you?
Maybe like a 25 or something.
Right. And why do I give you so much room?
Don't know. I mean, there could be a couple reasons.
Yeah, there are. 2 come to mind. Anybody know what the 2 are? So you're 21, right, Luke?
Right.
So you're a 21-year-old male. He's just good. He's just 21 and he's not married. Like, I was married at 21, and so, but I had parents that were very different, and I wasn't the youngest son. So, like, so those are 2 things that give him a lot of room. Maybe too much room. I hope he learns deep lessons. He's in the game. He's not giving up. Love that. He's after it. It's hard. It only gets harder. Like, trust me, I can guarantee you, like, I'm going to give you far more room than your wife will ever give you. Why? Because she's going to be like you, Luke. And then she's going to be selfish. She's going to be selfish. She's going to want what she wants. And 2 selfish people getting married going to help each other grow. So, it seemed like there was one other thing. Anyways, this is so. I know what it was. So the client yesterday that I talked to, Nora's client that I talked to for 48 minutes, he had the same thing. He said, Mark, you seem to have the ability to go ahead and get shafted a lot by people. People hurt you a lot. Yipper. How do you handle that mentally? And I explained the whole thing to him. So, like, I felt Bricio's son's pain, Bricio's pain, all the family's pain, and I cried because I hurt. And that's on me because I saw it, could have done something, didn't do something. That's on me. That is on me. But I know I'm going to turn it in. I'm going to leverage that bad boy. Like that bad boy is going to get leverage. That one's going to have it. It's a teachable moment. It's a teachable moment for everybody. It's a teachable moment for Bricio. It's a teachable moment for his son. Like they've never had anybody apologize the way we're going to apologize. Like we're going to, like, we can't make it right. You cannot go ahead and recreate that moment. You can't. But when we say we're sorry, it's not talk. And it's not, well, it's not going to happen again. Yes, those things are there, but it's going to be something much more substantial. I mean, I might go out to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. Like, I can go out. Like, we'll have a good time. We'll do something. I mean, it's important. It's important. It's really, really important. Always remember we can accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.